Mr. Merrill Hodge, making his comment about your boys, Robert Spillane, Devin Bush. Says Devin Bush, actually, I don't want to misquote him. I'm gonna let Deke pull up the quote.
What was the quote?
We're gonna pull him up again real quick to give him 1 second because we are not gonna misquote. Merrill, that's the OG. We respect it. We respect him. Pull up the quotes. Here they go.
Okay.
This is on Devin Bush. He is who he is. He doesn't play with great instincts. I don't care if he's a first rounder. I don't care if he's fast. He's not a very good football player. He doesn't play smart. He doesn't play fast. He doesn't even play with good leverage and technique when he does. And then, when talking about Robert Spillane, Merrill Hodge says, Spillane is really their best inside linebacker, period. End of story. You watch him play inside. He's athletic. He's smart. He's where he's supposed to be. Takes on people. Makes tackles. Not a liability in the passing game. You can expose him in the passing game. There's a whole host of things he's better at than Bush that doesn't jeopardize your team.
Talk to him nice. Talk to him nice. Ooh. Okay.
Your reaction.
That's a strong statement.
That was spicy. He felt some type of way about that.
Yeah, that's a strong statement. Like, what? That's based off of last year's film, or that's just in total?
That's what we try. We looked at it both ways. Whichever way you want to talk about it.
That's what I need to know. Are we talking about in total? Are we saying Miles Jack is in the building?
That was another part we were trying to figure out. We said he had to have forgotten him. That's what I mean. Who are we talking? Right?
I feel like that was just a one-on-one shot. Like this was better than that.
It was. That's what it sounded like.
And I feel
that
like
was definitely the energy.
Shot.
That was the energy. He calculated it. He had the scope. You be like tick tick tick. Oh, I got him right in the sights. Bing. That's what he did, man. That sniper undefeated, baby. Come on now.
He took his time out to say that too. He made calculated decisions with that.
He said it during the dead time of the year too. No draft going on. We just OTA talk. Oh, so you gonna know this one? You gonna see this time? Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I agree with that personally.
First off, TG, first off, I just want to applaud you right there because I've seen the growth from you. I've seen the growth. The TG I first met would not have started that thing off that nicely. All right, I don't agree with him. The TG I met was 7-8 years ago now. He was not on that type of energy. I like this new leaf you turned over, TG. Like I'm gonna call you Terence. That's Terence talking right now, man. I respect that, Terence. I respect the heck out of that right there. Continue, please.
Yeah, we got it. We get. I see what he's trying to say. He's basically saying you got a more reliable player. He feels like he's trying to say. This is me trying to translate now. I believe he's trying to say you have a more reliable player in Spillane than you do in Bush. I think that's what he's trying to say. I think he's saying if you get 10 plays, you might get 6 good plays from Spillane, while Bush might only give you 4. I think that's what he's trying to say with that quote. While he's saying he's not as much as a liability in this situation or this situation. Yeah. But I feel like we still have. It's just that first round tag. I think that first round tag.
That 10 overall, bro.
It's tough for people because your expectations are so high.
Yeah.
You look at this person with such a different lens. Like, let's not do that. Yeah.
Almost like unrealistic expectations.
Almost unrealistic. Like, what do you want to see? Because I think Devin Bush I think he is a better linebacker than Spillane. I think Spillane's a very good linebacker. Very good linebacker. I think he's a core teamer. I think he's a good linebacker. He comes in and makes plays.
He's a guy you win with. Yeah.
I think he's a guy you keep in the building for a reason. You can trust him. If you lose a starter, I think you can put him in and he'll handle his business.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe that if you put Spillane in there where Bush is at and you ask Spillane to play the same amount of time that you asked Bush to play last year, and Bush comes in and he's the relief pitcher, I believe you're speaking differently about the two. You know what I mean? I think it's different when you're the whole game, you're the game planned, we can see your tendencies, we can see what you don't like.
When it's Wednesday morning and they putting your face up there on the big board as, hey, this is how we're going to attack him. This is the guy we want to go. It's different. Yeah.
It's different when you are the plan.
Yeah.
You are the plan. Like, we're going to not let you do this. We know you don't like these type scenarios, these type situations. these type blocking schemes. So we're going to run these at you. We know you struggled with this the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. While Spillane, you got to see it on relief duty. So it's a little bit different. It might not have been game planned for as hard to where maybe his attributes got to show a little bit harder, you know? So I get what he's trying to say. There's no shots because he knows what he's talking about. But I believe it's a hard statement to say that linebacker is a better linebacker than this linebacker. Yeah. And I mean, it's not all about money, but you're basically saying not only is the whole NFL wrong, not only are the coaching staff in Pittsburgh wrong, not only was the draft picks wrong, you know, you're basically saying like this guy is just better than and it's hard to say that.
Yeah, especially if you want to consider their whole body of work, or if you want to project going into next season. We got to assume, I guess based off these comments, that he's just specifically talking about last year, and that would go hand in hand to what you're talking about. If you think you could put Spillane in for 10 plays, whatever, you could trust him more in a game than what Devin Bush was putting out last year, then I guess I could hear him out on that. Yeah. But full body of work, Devin Bush had a pretty good rookie season, had a good first 6 games of 2020.
That's still Devin Bush. That's still a top draft pick. That's a first rounder. That's the pretty girl in the club, you know? Like,
that's the bad joint in the club. 10th overall. Yeah, she like bad. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. You know? Like the grass is always per se greener on the other side. So we can't just use that and say like, this person is better than this person just because of a couple strengths that might have been shown in a couple plays. So to me, the best linebacker in there is Miles Jack. I think that's Miles Jack's room now. Yeah. To me, that's my belief. I believe that's his room. He's in control. I think if you go dime, I think he stays on the field. You know, that's my opinion. Though I think he can cover.
Well, I was gonna say on top of that, you know, I'm down there covering the OTAs. That is, without a doubt, Miles Jack room. It's his. Without a doubt. It's definitely his.
You see what I know, what I think you see, what I think you know that I know you know.
Absolutely. You can see it. It's clear. Yes.
Right. I got the first rep, you take the second rep.
Come on now. Yeah. You know what it looked like. You know what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
LT was going first. LT was
he made sure
Shazier was going first.
Yeah.
We knew Shazier was going first.
Like, that's his rep, and he's going to stay in for as long as he would like to, and then we'll get whatever is left over. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's like, yo, I need this again, we're going to do this again.
Right. Or if Coach T says, hey, man, I want my ones out there and keep them out there for 4, he going to get those plays. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely the situation right now.
To me, I think it's Jack's room. I think that whole defense is going to get way better with that coach, though, man. I'm telling you what
Flores,
I know.
Yeah.
I think Flores is going to change the whole mentality, the dog of that defense. I think he's going to bring out – we're going to get to see who Devin Bush is. Like, this is the year of let's see who you are. Now, if he doesn't get it done this year, I believe you'll see something happen. Like, this might be it. Yeah. But I think this is the year where grade him on this year. Let's see what he does this year. Let's see how he acts, how he moves. You know what I mean? He got a whole summer to get healthy, you know? I seen he got some stuff going off the field that can motivate you in different ways. Yeah,
we just dropped. You got the baby on the way, right? That's why.
Got the baby on the way.
And you know, Vince will tell you. Everybody will tell you with kids, man. That daddy strip hit a little different now. Come on now.
Get downhill a little bit faster.
Hey, you rushed that pass a lot harder when you got that kid on. I had some of my best games when wife was like, "I'm pregnant." Oh, all right. Somebody getting knocked out. Let's go.
To work.
Time to go. Got mouths to feed now, man.
I think we're gonna have to see who Devin Bush is literally last year coming off that ACL. Like, people have had that ACL to tell you that's not no overnight. Like, you just better the next year. Like,
and
he's gonna get a whole year,
no Tyson either. No Tyson in front of him either last year when he came back. Yeah,
that was big, you know. So it looked like last year to me, Devin Bush was getting swallowed up by guards a lot. It looked like the guards was really climbing up to him, and he was really having to take them guards on by himself. You know. And between confidence, maybe lack of power in that knee, and just truly confidence to me, like, we're going to get to see who he is a little bit more this year. And it's another one in there. It's another linebacker that can run and shoot that gap right there, which give a lot more athleticism. To me, I think that's super important, you know? Well, I think that's –
and I would also say this, too, with Devin – and you can attest to this, man. The more you're in the league now, for him, he's been fortunate where you've been able to survive this long, you know, just based on where he was drafted at, because we know a lot of times, man, after 1 to 2 years, if you're not living up to what they expect, they're going to move on from you. But right. I do think for him, he should have a way better understanding of the defense and a way better understanding of what he should be looking at as well, because of how much he's played now, because last year, you got to remember, he was coming off of the ACL, but he missed essentially that whole season prior to that. So you kind of missed that second year, that sophomore year where you get that under your belt. Whereas now I'm looking, I'm like, you know what? That is under his belt now. Now he's seen a full 2 seasons, 2.5 years now of NFL plays. So it slows down. You start to know what you're looking at in a sense.
Right. You start to find little cheats, ways, stuff you might not have to move as fast. You can have slow feet, faster feet in certain situations. Mm-hmm. So, I think a big thing for Devin Bush, from everything I've watched him, is just going to be playing square, like really being able to use his hands and get off of blocks and get to the ball. And I think he's in there with a good coach that's going to teach that. I've seen a lot of Miami. The Miami linebackers were good linebackers.
No, they definitely were.
Yeah, so, Flores got a history of making a linebacker nice.
Yeah, he do that.
Respect. I think he's going to be in there. He's going to get them boys right. So I think this is the year we'll grade him on. Grade him on this year. Let's see who he is this year. I pray for health for him, and I hope he's able to show his skill set this year.